guys, I'm Dragon and you're watching Dragon Off-Road. And today I wanted to talk about why I love older kickstart motorcycles so much. So let's get right into it. So the first thing I love about older kickstart motorcycles, this one in particular is a 1993 DR650, is I just love that they force you to create a bond with your motorcycle, and especially with the engine itself. You know, kickstart bikes really force you to understand how the whole machine works, and they motivate you to maintain it in perfect condition, you know, more than you might maintain an electric bike. Because while you might still be able to crank an electric start bike by cranking it enough, you know, if it's not maintained or it's running rough, trying to start or troubleshoot a kickstart bike is not very much fun. And so it really forces you to just keep your bike in top shape and really know what everything does and how everything works. And you know, I've had my hands on just about everything on this bike, just cleaning the carb, doing the valves, doing the balancer chain, doing everything to just keep it perfectly maintained, following the maintenance schedule and everything, because I really just want it to start the first kick. You know, I don't want to be messing around, wasting time kicking over a motorcycle that isn't maintained well. So the second thing that I really love about the kickstart bike is this one has a manual decompression lever. So you can get it to top dead center, and when it clicks, it's at top dead center, and that's when you kick it. But I love that you can feel the compression of the engine. You know, that there was the compression stroke, and then you can feel the power stroke. It's pretty hard to do without the manual decompression, but you can get it back to where it needs to be to kick it again, even without that manual decompression. But I just love having that test of compression built into the bike. You know, you can feel that you have compression, and if you have compression, then you have 1/3 of the things you need to have a well-running machine, along with the gas and spark, you know, the three things you need. You can really feel that brick wall of the compression stroke and the power stroke. You can feel the vacuum of the power stroke. You can hear the air sucking and blowing of the intake and the exhaust strokes, and I just think that's really cool to have such a physical connection to your engine. Another thing that's really cool about kickstart bikes like this is that they will run and they'll start even with a dead battery, or in some cases even without a battery. On a lot of bikes, the battery is only there to run the lights and signals, and otherwise it's a lot like a dirt bike. It doesn't need a battery to run, and the 12-volt system is just kind of separated from the engine ignition system. The engine and the ignition is standalone, just based off of the igniter coil, the stator pumping power to the CDI, which then sparks the coil pack and gives you a spark at the spark plug. So this is a very simple system to troubleshoot and diagnose, and really you don't ever have to worry if your battery's dead. But I still like to know, you know, what my battery's doing, because I'll use it to charge my phone and everything. So I've got a little voltmeter, which I've got a little voltage drop because the wire is so thin. It actually reads about 1.5 volts lower than the battery actually is. So the battery's actually at 12.7 right now. So another thing I love about kickstart motorcycles is that they're just badass, you know. I mean, you show up on one of these things and people see you kick it over and you just feel like a total badass. Ooh, ah. You know, especially when it starts the first kick. Oh, I love it. We'll see if I can start it. First kick. Yeah, listen to that. It's a beautiful thing. So yeah, they're just super badass, especially when it starts the first time and you ride away like a bat out of hell. And the fifth thing that I love about kickstart bikes is that they're just so simple and reliable. You know, you are physically turning the engine over with a lever and a gear, and that's it. That's the whole starting system. There's no starter motor, there's no electricity, there's no brushes on the electric motor. But, you know, you only have a good few minutes of cranking an electric start bike before you're going to have to get it towed or you're going to have to jump it off somehow. And jumping one motorcycle to another doesn't always work out, you know, very well. It was especially bad, you know, my friend the other day left his phone charger on and then we were just about to go off and ride and this little magic button wasn't doing anything. The bike wouldn't even turn over, the engine was so dead. And that was just leaving a little USB charger on overnight. Killed his whole battery. It was super sad because we really wanted to ride, and so he had to take his other motorcycle. You know, what can you do? Gotta make the best of the situation. But, you know, I would just hate for something like that to leave me stranded, whereas with this bike, I don't even have to worry about it because the battery could be dead. It'll still just ride off like it always does. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoy this content. Make sure you like and subscribe and leave a comment below with your favorite motorcycle so I can see them all because I love motorcycles. I want to see all the motorcycles, so let me know your favorite motorcycle down below. Hit that like and subscribe button and I'll see you guys next time.